Cool. So just like I promised on the last video, I'm just banging out these videos. So the last video looks exactly the same as this video in terms of I'm wearing this t-shirt, the sun is shining, and I'm sat at my kitchen table. In this video, we're going to be talking about what is recruitment. That was a good question that somebody asked me when I was telling them about what I do, and they said, "Hey, what is it? I don't really understand what it is." So I want to keep this video short and sweet and concise. So recruitment, for anybody who doesn't know, is the process by which a company hires people into their organization, right? So a company will need a software engineer, for example, and they will then hire that person. That is called recruitment, right? So when you recruit a person, you're bringing them into your organization. Now, I think more specifically, we should talk about what is a recruitment consultant or a recruitment agent. I would say recruitment consultant, but that might just be ego and not being like called an agent. It is what it is. If you're a middleman, you kind of are just an agent. The reason why a lot of people say consultant is because of the approach where you're advising people. But anyways, back to the main topic: recruitment agent or recruitment consultant. What is that then? So that is basically like any, I guess, uh, recruitment agencies and recruitment consultancies. Um, you're outsourcing a part of your business processes to another company, and in this situation, you're outsourcing the recruitment process to another company. So you are a company that specializes in the recruitment cycle, the recruitment process. So what do we say recruitment was? So when you bring an organization in, and so these companies are now outsourcing that to you. And so what you're doing is you are going to bring in someone to this organization, right? So we call the organization your client, and we call the potential employees your candidates, right? And so what you do is good. Quite in the middle of this. So what you do as the recruitment consultant or the recruitment agency is, or recruitment consultant or agent. I can't remember what I just said. Either way, what you do as the recruiter is you are the bridge between the candidates and the clients, right? So you are going to find the right type of candidates for your client, right? So rather than that company doing it themselves, they're hiring you. So now we have to ask, why would they hire you when they could just do it themselves? So the reason for that is because you might have access to tools and resources that they don't have access to. You might know how to use those tools and resources in a way that they don't know how to. Because you specialize in this field, and obviously you study this field, and it's something that you know more about. You spend more time in this role, doing this role for many, many different other companies. So you can therefore learn better and more faster than anybody working within an organization themselves. So that's one of the reasons why they would come to recruitment consultancy, recruitment agency. Some companies just they don't have HR teams or anything. And the type of companies, the type of businesses that I encourage people to specialize in are focusing on SME businesses as well. So most of these businesses don't actually have, they might have one HR person who's also like an office manager. Um, and so they just don't have the time, they don't have the skill, they don't have any of these things. Also, you have as a recruitment agency consultancy, you would have been building up a database of candidates as well. So maybe you've got candidates on your books that are better for the role than what are available on the market or available on these tools and resources today. So ultimately, look, what you're trying to do as a recruitment consultant and as a recruitment agent is to find people that want to work for an organization and that the organization want to hire because they've got the right skill set, they've got the right cultural fit, they're within budget, etc., etc. Right? So that's what you do as a recruitment consultant. You find people to work in companies. Part of your job, though, as a recruitment consultant, is also to find the companies. So you need to find companies that need people, and then you need to find the people for those companies, and then you bridge that gap. And how much money can you make from recruitment? Well, maybe I'll do that as another video, but I'll just say it on here anyway. You can make as much as you can negotiate, in essence. So I work typically at 20% rates. My average fee is 21.5%. So that means that on average, I will take 21.5%, or I will charge my client, I should say, I charge my client 21.5% of the candidate who I've found and placed in this company of their first year starting salary. So if somebody is on a 50k salary that I find. So I find somebody and I place him in this company, and they pay him £50,000 in a year, him or her, £50,000 in a year. Then I would charge, let's say I'm doing 20%, I would charge £10,000. So I would charge £10,000 for my services. When do I charge that? I charge it at the end, once they've started, once they've been in the role. 2 weeks later, then that's when they pay me. So that's how you make money in recruitment, and that's why if you do know any recruiters or people who own their recruitment businesses, you're like, wow, how the hell does this guy have so much money? Being a recruiter, just doing CVs and whatever. That's what it is. We could probably make 3 videos on the stuff that I want to say in this, but like in terms of value, you're adding so much value by finding the right person for these businesses, and that's why they pay you. It's a business you can do from home. It's a business you can do from the beach. It's a business you can do from a war zone if you really want to. All you need is a laptop and a phone, and access to internet, and you can get it cracking. And if you do want to get it cracking and you want to accelerate and you want to actually make sure that you guarantee yourself that you're going to start making money in this business, then you need to join my coaching program. It's foolproof. It is in my opinion, it's likely to be the best recruitment training program that's available in the world. And I don't say that lightly. I say that really, really honestly and humbly, because I put a lot of time into it, and the feedback that I'm getting is the exact type of feedback that I wanted to hear, which is, Ehsan, you've broken this down so into like such small pieces that it's so easy to digest and so easy to understand, and the process in which you're taking us, the journey that you've taken us, on these very small steps, has made it easier for us to actually implement this throughout the weeks. And ultimately, like, I've boiled down this recruitment game to a few things that you need to do every single day. And as long as you're doing those things every single day, you're going to make money, and that's a guarantee. So good luck in your recruitment businesses. If you are running a recruitment business, make sure why would you not subscribe? Why would you not want to get more information? If you've got to this point of the video as well and you don't subscribe, then there's something wrong in you, in your heart. You probably have some sort of deficiency in terms of love or whatever. Because this is going to help you. This channel is going to help you grow. This channel is going to help you make money. As a recruiter, that's all I talk about on this channel. So you're not going to get random fluff and vlogs and all that type of stuff. If you want to learn how to make more money as a recruiter, if you want to get your mindset right, to be able to negotiate yourself in the best position, then this is the channel for you. You know what's interesting? I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent now. But look, if you've got to this point of the video, you clearly like what I have to say. So, I was thinking about someone, a relative of mine, and this person was very intelligent in terms of academically. And just when I think about his life, he's got to his retirement age now, and maybe he's retired now. I don't know. I don't really keep in touch with him anymore. But I know what kind of salary he was on a few years ago, and this is someone who's in their 60s, and now when you think about it, you're just like, this guy has wasted his whole life working for somebody else. He's worked in offices. He has health problems because of, he's been sat at a desk his whole life and he's never learned how to be healthy and all these types of things. And, you could go through your life being that person, just constantly trying and not figuring things out. And, honestly, like, the difference is just he just didn't know how to negotiate. He didn't have, forget about the fact that he wasn't running a business, but he just didn't know how to negotiate. He didn't know how to put himself in a good position to actually make it. And he let himself down, and he put himself down, and he put other people down, and that was just what he was about. And I guess what I'm just trying to say to you guys is, don't waste your time. You know what I mean? Like, we've got results over here. If you're struggling, get in contact with me, and just let go of any issues that you might have had in the past from I worked with this guy before, and he scammed me and all these types of things. Like, if I scam you for £1,000 or £2,000 or £3,000 or 5,000 or whatever I'm scamming you for, obviously not anything. Like, if it was like £5,000, that's a bit stupid. But look, my point is, a lot of people don't move forward because of their past. But if you want to move forward, you've got to move forward, right? You've got to try something new. And yeah, like I said, if you've got to this part of the video, very few people would have got to this part of the video. Most people would have dropped off like 1 minute in, 2 minutes in, whatever it is. If you've got to this part of the video, there's obviously some burning desire that you have to hear some nugget or gem from me that's going to save you from whatever issues that you're facing right now. And I think collectively, if you watch all the videos that I put out, yeah, sure, that's going to help. But you need to get on the coaching program. It's just laid out for you step by step. There's action points at the end of each module, and if you just do those, you're going to make money. Like, that's how I've made it. Do you understand? Like, a 12-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, maybe not 10-year-old, a 12-year-old could watch this course and set up a recruitment business and make money in that recruitment business. And then on top of that, obviously, I have the coaching calls as well. So it's just my way of making sure that no one fails. So look, this video's gone on for much longer than I wanted it to go on for. That's recruitment. Hope it helps. And yeah, if you're struggling, don't struggle. Just flipping quit or get a mentor. Hire me. Let me teach you how to do it. If you haven't started and you're worried, start. See how it goes. Follow my videos that I've put out so far. But I would also say join my coaching program. If you're already a recruiter, you're working in a recruitment consultancy, and you've got some fears of starting or anything like that, then again, join my coaching program. There's gonna be things in this program that you will not have known about recruitment, or how to recruit, or how to work with people, how to negotiate, how to control people through this process, that you're going to learn. But I think ultimately as well, you have that group, you have the accountability, and you have the mentorship and coaching from me along that way, along that process, to actually help you through it. And then also the other thing is the infrastructure. Like, people can do a particular job, but they don't know how to run a business, they don't have to scale a business, grow a business, all these types of things. So again, the video's gone on for too long. Thanks if you've got this far. If you have got this, subscribe, share, like, blah, 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 blah.